Welcome to Badlands National Park, one of the most dramatic and otherworldly landscapes in the United States. Located in southwest South Dakota, the park spans over 242,000 acres and is home to some of the world's most stunning geological formations and richest fossil beds. But what makes the Badlands truly special is how many layers of history, both natural and cultural, are packed into one place. Let's start with the origin of its name. The Lakota people originally called this region Mako-Sika, which translates to land that is bad. Early French-Canadian fur trappers also referred to it as Les Mauvaises Terres à Traverser, the bad lands to cross. Not because the land is evil, but because the terrain is rugged, water is scarce, and the weather can be unforgiving. But in its badness lies incredible beauty. The park's trademark is its layered rock formations, known as buttes, spires, and canyons. These layers are like pages in a history book. Each stripe of red, yellow, or gray tells a story of shifting ecosystems over millions of years. The Badlands are some of the most complete fossil beds from the Oligocene epoch, dating roughly 25 to 28 million years ago. This period marked a turning point in mammalian evolution, so the park is a gold mine for paleontologists. Speaking of fossils, Badlands National Park is famous for its prehistoric mammals. Once upon a time, this place was home to rhinoceros-like creatures, three-toed horses, giant pig-like animals called entelodonts, huge saber-toothed cats, and early camels. Fossils from animals like the brontothere, a rhino relative with forked horns, are commonly discovered here, earning the park the nickname, the Fossil Factory. Designated as a national monument in 1939, and later upgraded to national park status in 1978, Badlands protects not only prehistoric life, but also living species that have adapted to its harsh conditions. One of the most remarkable conservation stories is that of the black-footed ferret. Once thought to be extinct, this endangered species was reintroduced here in 1994. Today, Badlands National Park is home to one of the largest protected populations of these rare animals. Other wildlife is equally impressive. The park is home to bison, pronghorn antelope, bighorn sheep, and prairie dogs, who are surprisingly important to the ecosystem. Prairie dogs actually help maintain grassland health, providing homes for other animals and even aiding nutrient circulation with their tunneling. Now let's talk about the skis. The Badlands are known for their incredible night skis, designated a Gold-tier international dark sky park. Because of the remote location and minimal light pollution, visitors can often see the Milky Way with the naked eye. NASA even uses the park for astronomical observation training. Despite its ruggedness, the Badlands are incredibly accessible. The park features scenic drives like the Badlands Loop Road, which winds through 31 miles of cliffs, overlooks, and prairies. Along the way, you'll find trails for all levels of hikers. Try the Notch Trail for a thrilling rope ladder climb and sweeping views, or the Gentle Door Trail, which takes you right into the heart of the formations. Beyond geology and wildlife, Badlands is rich with cultural history. This land has been home to indigenous groups for over 11,000 years. The Lakota Sioux used the area for hunting and spiritual ceremonies, and many of their stories are still connected to the landscape. The famous Wounded Knee Massacre of 1890 also occurred just beyond the park's southern boundary, adding a poignant layer of human history to this rugged terrain. Badlands is also a living laboratory for climate change research. Scientists study how erosion, water cycles, and weather systems behave here. The formations erode at a rate of about 1 inch per year, meaning today's Badlands look noticeably different than they did just a few decades ago, and will again soon. And if you're wondering what the area used to look like, picture something completely different. Millions of years ago, this wasn't a desert at all, but a lush, subtropical forest crossed by rivers and teeming with life. Over time, volcanic ash, sediments, and shifting climates transformed it into today's surreal terrain. Badlands National Park might be one of the most unexpected wonders in America. It's a place that looks like another planet, tells stories from millions of years ago, and supports abundant modern life despite its harshness. Whether you come for the fossils, the wildlife, or the sunsets that set the buttes ablaze, the Badlands will leave you amazed, and humbled by the power of time, nature, and perseverance.